Hey, what's up, guys? Spencer Rhodes here. So we know that there is going to be a Walking Dead movie trilogy of sorts, and not a movie trilogy, not like a Hollywood, $3 million. Well, I don't know about the budget, but like it's not going to be like a Hollywood $6 billion budget movie trilogy where they're all in the theaters and they're 2.5 hours long and it's like just gigantic special effects and like Michael Bay type movies where the budget is just like super big and it's made for the big screen. I think it's going to be kind of like mini movies, like TV made for TV movies, like a made for TV movie trilogy, and they're going to be separated by a year or a couple of years each. So there's going to be one movie, then you wait a year, then there's going to be another movie, then you wait a year, then another movie. And they're going to be about Rick Grimes and his story of what happened to him after he got rescued by that mysterious helicopter. We know that Anne and Rick are going to be the characters from The Walking Dead that are involved because Anne was the one that told the helicopter about Rick, and she's the one that saved his life. And they're both on the helicopter, and that is the last time we see them. Now, they're doing this movie trilogy because Andrew Lincoln wanted to go back to the United Kingdom to be with his family, and rather than kill him off because they don't film where he is with his family, they don't film the show, and rather than kill him off, they decided to film the movie trilogy where he is with his family in the UK. So that is the main purpose with why they're doing it that way. Now, I don't know if AMC is going to have some sort of special, like you have to subscribe to their website or something, or like you pay money to watch the movies. I don't know how they're going to handle that, but we know that it's going to be a movie trilogy, and it's going to be like a made-for-TV movie trilogy. And it has to have Rick and Anne because those are the characters on the helicopter. And I also believe that we're going to get Heath because it's already been confirmed that is what happened to Heath, that Anne captured Heath, put him on one of the helicopters because he was an A or a B, whatever. That's how they're classified. But Heath got taken away by the helicopter, so there's a pretty big chance that Rick and Heath got taken to the same place. And once we start this movie trilogy, those are going to be the three familiar faces from the Walking Dead show: Rick, Anne, and Heath. Now, I've got this feeling, just it's hard to describe it, but it's just a feeling that Anne is going to get killed off in the trilogy, and I think it's not even going to be like the second or third one in the trilogy. I think she could get killed off in the first movie in the trilogy. And I think she could even get killed off in the first 5 or 10 minutes, like sort of how they did with Loki in the Avengers Infinity War, or the Bourne Supremacy, where his girlfriend from the first movie, she just gets her head blown off in the first 10 minutes. You don't expect it. They've lived a little while, and boom, at the very beginning, they get killed, and it's kind of like a hook for the audience. Imagine that. Imagine the first movie in the Walking Dead trilogy. It starts with Rick captured by these helicopter people, and he sees Heath, and Heath's been there for a while, and Heath is telling Rick, you can't escape, and Rick's holding on to his old self, and he's like, no, I'll find a way to get out of here and get back to Michonne, and he's determined to get out, and he's like, he's not fucking around. He doesn't care about these people. And all of a sudden, the helicopter people kill Anne. They just kill her in front of Rick, and that's the moment where Rick realizes he's in trouble. And there's like hundreds of them, maybe thousands of them, and Rick and Heath are just prisoners. They have to do certain things. They're treated like animals. There's no escape. And that's the moment where Rick realizes that he's in trouble because they just kill Anne. And that's kind of like the hook that gets the audience really invested in the story. And it happens in the first 5 or 10 minutes of the first movie. Like, that's the hook. That's the big bang that starts the movie trilogy, that starts the plot. And the reason I'm saying that this could happen is because it's been foreshadowed. They told Anne that if she lied about having a B, there would be consequences. She lied about having a B, and then later on she was like, yes, I lied about having a B, but now I really do have an A. And they said, we told you there would be consequences. Like, that's a threat. Like, they're not saying, don't lie to us, we'll be mad and we'll never see you again. They said, there will be consequences. That's a threat. That's a threat of, like, killing you or hurting you. And if these people have no problem capturing someone and locking them up and preventing them from going back to their homes, which it seems like that's what they did. If Heath and Rick aren't returning 7 years later in The Walking Dead Season 9, there's got to be something keeping them where they are. So these people probably aren't very nice people. And if they're telling Anne that there will be consequences for lying, and she lied, and she told them she lied, which she did, they could kill her. They cared enough about Rick because they agreed to take him. She said he was an A, so they took him. That's what happened. But they could still make good on their word to Anne that there would be consequences for lying about having a B, so they could kill her. Now, I like Anne. I like the actress. She's a good actress. She's easy on the eyes for sure. But you could argue that maybe her story arc's coming to a close. We had those moments with her in season 9 where she almost went back to being Jadis. She almost reverted back to being Jadis, and she almost used Father Gabriel to get back on the helicopter, and she almost killed Father Gabriel, but then she couldn't do it, and she chose to do the right thing, and in that moment she went back to being Anne, and she still went on her own, and she still wanted to go on the helicopter, but she didn't want to hurt anyone. She didn't want to hurt anyone out Alexandria. She just wanted to get away. And then when she sees Rick unconscious, injured, needing help, she's like, this guy helped me, I need to help him. You know, she's redeeming herself. She's honoring Rick because Rick Rick let her go to Alexandria despite the things that she did. He let her be a member of Alexandria, and now she feels like she owes him, so she's saving his life. And she's happy. She's telling Rick that Rick's going to be okay in the helicopter in her last scene. She's still Anne. She's still a good person. She did not go back to being Jadis. She saved Rick's life. She went back to the helicopter, but she saved Rick's life. It was the only way. So it kind of seems like she's redeeming herself, and her story arc is complete. So maybe the only thing left to do with her is kill her off. Now, I could be wrong, and I have no problem with her being a big part of the trilogy and surviving all 3 movies or the first 2 movies or whatever, but I have a feeling that they might kill her off. Like I said, I have a feeling that she's going to be like that big hook. The beginning of the first movie, in the first 5-10 minutes, they're just going to shoot her. They're just going to execute her in front of Rick. You know, Rick's in the jail cell, and he's just horrified. Maybe he's covered in her blood because he stood there and he watched it. Maybe Anne was talking to him, and all of a sudden, boom, her brains are all over Rick's face, and the guy that shot her says, I told you there would be consequences. Like, just imagine that. Imagine that being the beginning of the movie, the first one in the trilogy. Like, that's a hook. That is a way to start the movie with a bang. That's a way to tell the audience, look, we know that this is like a made-for-TV movie trilogy about Rick Grimes, but we're not fucking around. It's going to be like a good story. Like, we already got you excited and on the edge of your seat, and it just started because we just killed a long-time character. You know? Like, I think it could work. So, anyway, that's just my theory. That's all I got for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. I make 1 to 2 Walking Dead videos per day, so please hit that subscribe button. Anyway, with all that said, I am Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye.